Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to talk to you all today about a very common question that I've been getting asked, which is how did I transition from QA to development? And I think this is a very common question and a really important question because there isn't just one path or one way to get into development. And if you already are in a career in tech and you want to transition into a developer role, it is 100% possible with a bit of hard work and a lot of perseverance. So I wanted to share with you some of my tips and a little bit of my advice into how I made the transition and what it was like for me. I hope you enjoy this video. As always, let me know down below in the comments what you'd like to see more of. Okay, let's get started. After I graduated from my undergrad, I then, as many of you know, went to a boot camp here in Toronto, and it was the Brain Station boot camp. It was a full-time, like 3-month boot camp, and it was full stack. So I did React, Express, Mongo, and Node, and it was a really great learning experience. I felt like I learned so much information in such a short period of time that for me and the way I learned, it was a bit overwhelming when I left the bootcamp. I felt like I still had a lot of learning to go and a lot of self-learning to continue to grow with and develop and kind of see where that took me. I just didn't feel ready to be a full developer. A lot of people that graduated from my bootcamp did and ended up going to get really great development jobs, but I felt a little bit like I need to take a step back and really reassess, is this where I want to go? And if so, I guess maybe it's a bit of a perfectionist in me, I don't know, but I knew I needed to step back and really understand what I was developing. Some people can be fine with just developing and making beautiful web applications or mobile apps or whatever it is you're developing and not really know what's going on underneath, but I'm not one of those people. And also too, I think it really helps with debugging to understand what's going on. So once I graduated, I really was trying to have an open mind in the jobs I was looking for. I didn't really feel comfortable getting right into a development role based on my experience, and also too, I just wanted to kind of ease into it and see if it was what I wanted to do and really dive into the technologies more. What I did was I kind of wrote down a list of paper rather than the job I was really hoping for, like the job title or the position, companies that I'd really want to work for and companies that really stood for what I believe in and that I can see myself getting excited to go to every day. And I think that's so important, being able to wake up and look forward to going into work. And I've just seen so many of my friends or so many people I know getting into roles just because of a really good pay or a job title and then be so unhappy or unsatisfied, and at the end of the day it's that you can only do that for so long. So I really wanted to make sure that I was, instead of getting a specific job title or a specific amount of money or whatever it is, that I really went for a company that I knew I would be excited about and could see myself working at and growing in. That being said, I was still really looking for technical roles, so I was doing a little bit of QA searching, a little bit of development searching, and just kind of in between, like a little bit of maybe IT support or anything like that, but none of them were really getting me excited, the companies that I was looking into. And then I found one company where I actually work at now. When I was reading the description and what it was about, they seemed like a company that I would really want to grow with and continue my career with, or start and continue my career with, and see kind of what happened and where it took off. So I really didn't go in with too many expectations of, okay, like I need to, after I do QA, I need to be a developer, I need to be X, Y, and Z. I just kind of was really happy that I found a company that I was really excited about working with, and the role itself was a really great way to experience another side of technology, and I think being in QA has helped me immensely in my development skills. So I went in for the interview, I told my development experience, I told that I was really excited about the position, which I really was, and I just went for it, and it was a really great decision, and I'm still with the company today. And so I did QA I'm still doing QA, and I hope to always do QA in the sense that at least it'll be in my mind and always be aware when I'm developing of QA and looking for preventing bugs or looking for bugs before it gets merged or pushed to master. Did solely QA for a period there, and it was a really great learning experience about different things to look for, from different ways to look at from the user's angle, ways to implement different testing. I learned a ton about different tests to do, whether it was either automated testing, manual regression testing, sanity tests. It was a really great learning experience that I wouldn't have got if I went straight into a developer role. And I really am happy that I ended up going into QA first, because not only did I choose to go with a company that I'm really passionate about and really am happy that I got on board with, but also too, I learned so many different technical skills, and it kind of made me a better, well-rounded developer, that I don't just like, okay, it's done, push it off. Like, I really want to make sure, okay, no, like if I implement this, are there any backfalls or pitfalls that it will have? Will it break something or anything like that? So it was a really great experience, and I highly recommend it for anyone who's kind of wondering about getting into QA or development. If the opportunity is there, I would highly suggest starting in QA and moving into development. I mean, starting in development is great too, so it's a really big personal decision. And then what happened was so the technologies that we developed with are not technologies that I had learned prior. So a lot of the work was in PHP and MySQL for the web application side of things. So what I did was I took it upon myself to go into the code base and really just try and play around with it and start with small tickets, whether they were like styling tickets or any kind of those things, and just kind of get more familiar with it. Then I took a Udemy course on PHP and just really dug into it. Then, so the framework is Symfony. So then I'm actually currently taking the Symfony course on Udemy as well, and really just diving into it more. It wasn't like a significant timeline transition, it was more trickling into it and just taking it on myself to start working on tinier tickets with PHP and then continue to grow with it. If you are in a position where it's QA or support or whatever it is and you really want to move into development, a really big thing that I'm going to highlight is you have to take it on yourself. No one else is going to push you or make the leap for you. You really have to make it known that this is what I want to do and this is how I plan to do it to your employer. And also to talk only goes so far. You really have to put in the work. And that sometimes might be outside of work. You might have to spend a few extra hours learning the code that they are coding in, or kind of playing around with the code base, so you can just kind of take it upon yourself, be like, okay, you know what, I have a bit of time, let me work on this ticket, or let me work on this ticket. And really just putting the initiative forward so they can see how serious you are about this, and also too that you have the skill and you can do it. There's no right or wrong way to get into development. You can go straight into it, or like I did, I do something like QA and then merge into developing. And I think whatever background you're coming from will bring some sort of experience and knowledge that you can apply to development and make you a better developer. And I think any good company will see that they don't want someone who can just, or a lot of companies don't want someone who can just put their head down, type, work, go home. If you can be a well-rounded developer, whether you came from marketing or QA or support, and bring some of those skills into your everyday development process, it will really help benefit the company and everyone around you by thinking big picture rather than just kind of putting your head down and working. Thank you all for watching my video. I hope this answered any questions around how I made the transition from QA to developing. And if you have any other questions, let me know down below. Any other videos you would like to see, let me know down below too. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks everyone.